Paris, chérie, mon beau Paris, say to
Hello and welcome on a stormy afternoon here in Paris. This is Paris Set Me Free, your mini photo tutorial, and today I'm going to look at this picture which wasn't taken in a storm, but it could have been, and it was taken in the street just round the corner from me in one of the suburbs of Paris. And what struck me was, well, several things really. You've got two cars here. This one here is Citroën, and this one here is Renault, and they are great competitors. Citroën is actually part of the Peugeot group, and Peugeot and Renault are the two biggest French car manufacturers. It's a ferocious market, and they're always head to head in the results, trying to beat each other. And here, what I saw, I didn't see the two cars and realized that they were from two competing brands immediately. What I saw was this glass here on the ground, and that's what attracted me. Well, it didn't attract me, but I saw it. It caught my eye. Broken glass, in a little bit like these leaves are broken. And I thought, okay, is there an opportunity here? Whenever you see something like glass, you start to think to yourself, reflections. And that's what I wanted to capture here. I'm not sure if I have captured it, but that was my initial thought. What sort of reflections can I get from this glass? As time went on in my thought process, and that can take some time, I can tell you, I realized that the glass wasn't exciting enough to make a picture in its own right. Can you hear that thunder? It's funny, you've got an interesting photographic situation outside my window, where the buildings just opposite are extremely bright. They must be caught in a little bit of light, but the sky behind is a nasty grey, and there's rain pouring down. So that would actually be great weather to be out photographing in. It's one of the best types of light you can get is in a thunderstorm, where buildings are caught in a ray of sunlight, but behind it is a slate grey cloud. Anyway, that's an aside. Back to this photograph. I was looking for something nice to do with these reflections. It didn't happen. I pulled my focus back a little bit, I mean my mental focus, and I saw these two cars battling up against this tree as I imagined it, and the broken glass emphasizes the fact that there could be a battle going on there. So there's a repetition of theme. If maybe, sometimes I can get too clever and it's too subtle for people to actually know what I'm on about, but here you have these two ferociously competitive brands going head to head. There's a tree in the middle, and there's the broken glass. So I thought that was quite good. This is what I did with it in the end. Decided to really roughen it up a lot. This had the result of getting the glass a little bit more prominent. You can see that there with the leaves through it, and here you can see it as well. Maybe I've gone over the top in retrospect, but as I often do. But you've got these two cars, one up in the top left, one in the bottom right, but not the same angle, which is nice. This one is quite a sharp an angle cutting off this corner. This one is not the same. It would almost have been too much for this one to have been covering this corner like this. So I'm pleased that it doesn't come out like this. They're actually parallel, the cars, but because I took it from standing up slightly closer to the car on the right, they haven't both taken exactly the same part of those corners. About the number plates, well, I don't know. Maybe you're not supposed to take pictures of people's number plates in the same way as you're not supposed to take pictures of people that you can recognize, but I did. I'll see if I get any repercussions. Because this is a coherent thing with the numbers, I didn't chop it. You've got some reflections here in the bonnet, which is nice. You can see the houses, which are on the other side of the road. And you've also got these lines. There's this little white line here, and you've got this stronger one, so there's a repetition, plus you've got this one here, which and the edge of the curb here. So those are repetitive themes, diagonal, 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 90 degrees diagonal, and this diagonal, this part here is on a parallel with the tree. So, and you've also got these number plates, which are both almost identically white stripes of the same width as these ones here. So it's a photo where I've tried to simplify, but I've also tried to give a strong theme, this idea of this head-to-head battle with the broken glass symbolizing the fight that's going on between them, with a few nice graphical elements to plump up the photo, to make it stronger than just a snap. So there we are, just walking down a suburban street. You can find something like this. Thanks for listening. Don't forget, you can see a good version of this photograph if you go to the blog parissetmefree.blogspot.com. Look for August 2008. Thanks very much for visiting, and see you next time.
Depuis que je suis à Paris, le jour et la nuit, je suis gris. J'ai compris la douceur de vivre. Je suis fou de joie, je suis ivre. Depuis que je suis à Paris.